Hi everyone, excellent day to you all. Welcome again to my YouTube channel, The Prophetic Room TPR. And yes, I'm still Lorena Estelle, the voice behind the channel. Welcome again. So my topic for today is about consecration and you. Consecration and you. It is personal to you. It's not about anyone else. Okay, first, what is consecration? Um, my own definition of consecration based on what I've been through these years on my journey with the Lord by spirits is that personal journey that the Lord takes you through, the training He takes you through, right? That prepares you for your purpose in life. That's why it's personal to you. Yes, that is also my consecration. It's personal to you. It's not about, oh, my friend, my sister, my brother, my pastor, my prayer partner, my spouse, my mom, my dad. No, it's personal to you. And oh, there's so much of this journey called consecration. It's a journey personal to you. Why? Because the Lord takes you through processes that is unique to you. There are certain things that you go through that you'll be like, "Ah, what have I done wrong? This is too much." Like, even people around you would say, no, your own is too much. And if you didn't know that you were on a journey, you would think they are right, that you might even give up on this journey, right? So it's personal to you. You have to understand that it's a journey that only God and you know about. Nobody else is walking the journey with you. So even when they ask you questions that, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You have to let them know that, don't worry, I'm on a journey. At the end of the journey, you would see the result. But for now, even me, I don't really understand, but I'm on a journey. And another thing about consecration is that you need patience to endure the journey and finish the journey. You need patience with God because there are certain things that God would ask you to do that you would think maybe you are not all right. There are certain things that you would have to do, things I never thought you could do in your entire life, that you would be compelled to do by God. And it takes faith in God for you to obey those instructions. Like, because they could be, I'm sorry if this is what they could be crazy instructions. And because, like I said, it's personal to you, even those that know God, that are God fearing, they will say, how are you doing this? This doesn't make sense. But because you know how God talks to you, you know that this is from God, this is not me, and this is not a mad state of mind. This is me and this is God instructing me. So yes, it's personal to you. But before the journey called consecration can start, you have to, of course, first have a unique. The keyword here is unique. Please, unique relationship with God. It's not about, oh, my pastor, my friend, my mom, my sister, my prayer partner. It is you and God. You need to first of all have a unique relationship with God. It's through that relationship that God would now call you into this inner chamber, inner caucus. You and Him, called consecration. It's a process. It's a school. Some call it wilderness. Some call it training school. Me, I call it school of the spirit. It was a school for me. I mean, I know that the things I've learned in my journey of consecration, I could have learned it anywhere else. In the consecration journey, the things that God teaches you, those lessons are learned. They are eternal lessons. Nobody can take them from you. The lessons are the time you start applying them to your purpose in life, to your ministry. Hmm? People will be like, this is unique. Why? Because you learn them from God. Your pastor didn't teach you. Yes, when God is taking you through the journey of salvation, there are unique things that God teaches you that even your pastor, no matter how wise he is, he couldn't apply to those things. He could know some of them, and of course, there are some times that some of them are confirmed by your pastor, but there are some unique things that only you could have learned in consecration that you wouldn't have learned in church setting. Am I like, am I clear? In the sense that, okay, yes, there's something that you learn And if God sees that this thing is too much for you to absorb, He might put in the heart of the pastor to mention it. And even you will not even mention it. Oh, so you know you're not crazy. But some things that you learned in this journey called conversion that is unique to you, that information is unique to you. And why is it unique to you? It's unique to you in the sense that by the time you start applying it to your purpose, others would learn from you. And that's what makes you unique in your journey, in your calling. Do you understand? That's what makes you stand out in your calling. Yes, so consecration and is personal to you. And this just to encourage anyone out there that is currently going through consecration to tell you that don't give up. Please continue this journey. It's hard. It's hard. You'll cry. You'll shout at God. You'll scream at God. Am I the only one? I mean, I've been on a 12-year journey. Oh, let me see. Is it 12 year? Let me see. No, not 12. Actually, it's 11 years. 11 years. But it became more intense in the past almost 7 years now. Became more intense, because it's stage by stage. It's not just like when you're in the nursery school, primary school, secondary school, and university. Then maybe you go for that to acquire a master's degree. So depending on your calling, consecration is at various levels. Some start they don't finish because it's too much for them to handle. Do you understand? And depending on your calling, consecration might extend more than what you thought. So don't compare yourself to someone whose consecration was like 5 years, 3 years. If your calling is such a high calling, yours might be up to 13, 15, even 20 years. Look at the man of God, Moses. In Exodus, when God called him in Exodus chapter 3, God called him, God called him when he was 80 years, right? So can you see? He ran away from Egypt at the age of 40, but God called him when he was 80 years. So depending on your journey, depending on your calling, the situation will differ. So if you are in a journey and you are not sure of the journey, it's like, God, what journey is this? I'm serving you, I'm loving you, I'm worshiping you yet. My life doesn't seem to make sense. Could it be that you are in a journey called consecration? Because, for example, now when my journey started, I never knew I was in consecration, I never knew. I just thought God hated me. When it started years ago, 2015 to be precise, yes, 11 years, like I said. I thought God hated me. I did everything I was meant to do, fasted, prayed, prayed more, video, because my life wasn't making sense. I was a graduate, but no job, nothing, nothing. So I said, oh, maybe when I start fasting and praying, maybe, God would answer my prayers and I would get jobs, because, in churches, you see people saying, oh, I fasted, I prayed, and God answered my prayers, and now I have a job, I'm married, this, that. So I took my prayer life more personal. To my prayer, I did fasting. To my fasting, I did even more fasting. That already I was not even a fast person. I became almost the shadow of myself. I didn't care. All I wanted was what I heard from God. But God didn't answer me, even despite these things. I wondered, what am I doing wrong? I was always depressed. I considered giving up, but this point I got to, that's another point I wanted to give up. I knew that I couldn't give up because I've come a long way. So I couldn't give up. So now I started listening to the pastor man of God, using the apostle Selman, I realized that okay, I was actually in a journey called consecration. He didn't really say it per se as consecration, but I think that I said that the spirit that it was a question that God was calling me to a deeper place, a place of intimacy, a place of connection, not just I'm coming to God for what I can get. Yes, if you ask God for certain things, He will give you. But when God says that, look, beyond what I'm giving you, I want to make you an answer to your generation. He will call you into a place called consecration, and that calling is entails one thing called sacrifice. There is no consecration without sacrifice. So there are many things. The first thing that God made me give up was my friends. All my friends, He ruined it for my life. Initially, I thought I would maybe there's something wrong with me. I'm so sorry, something wrong with me. Like, why are my friends? Why? Just for no reason. I just realized that the first one, we were talking, it wasn't really a major fight, just a disagreement. And I tried to settle it, but it wasn't happening. And The Lord told me, leave her alone. Your work with her is your journey with her is over. Ah, really? Thank God I knew how God spoke with me, even though I thought already I'm mad. Second one to the following, the same thing. Something then we didn't even fight. Something happened and I was trying to like explain what happened. That this is no you think. Nothing. That one too. And God said, don't pursue it. Leave her alone. The journey with her is over. And that was just how God removed everyone from my life. God friends. It didn't make sense initially, but God was calling me to Himself. So when God calls Himself, He removes certain things from your life, certain people. Most times, 99.9% of times, God removes people from your life. People that you think they are all that, He remove them because you know why He has to remove them. Not because He hates you. He knows that they won't understand your work with Him. And if they are seeing your life, they distract you. They'll slow down your journey. You know that the way to glory is always often narrow. The more you walk towards the path of glory, the more narrow the path, the less baggage you can carry. I have to stop this and continue the recording.